The countdown is on. 45 days until Christmas. The impending Christmas season brings different feelings and expectations, and sometimes nothing at all for everyone. It's a time of families coming together, or maybe a painful reminder of someone missing, is seeking warmth during the cold time. And it's not just one day, it's a whole season that starts well before Thanksgiving. It's celebrated in religious and secular ways, but one thing is uniform: it's commercialization. 3 Christmases ago, when I was a senior in high school, my sister discovered this movement called Advent Conspiracy and became committed to its mission of changing the world through Christmas. Our family didn't buy gifts that year. Instead, we drew names Secret Santa style, and we had to draw a picture, write a song, or make an acrostic with the person's name. Ever since, our Christmases have been more meaningful by removing the unnecessary gifts from under the tree. Christmas is more meaningful without purchasing presents. By not buying presents, 2 opportunities are created to make the holiday more meaningful, both of which I will explain using Advent Conspiracy and its mission as an example. First, the focus of the holiday shifts away from these meaningless, ineffectual gifts towards more meaningful things like relationships. And secondly, the money saved by not purchasing presents creates an opportunity to donate money towards something that will actually make a difference. So if I'm calling for a change in the way we celebrate Christmas, what does it look like now? Well, according to the Encyclopedia of Consumer Culture, it talks about how Christmas is celebrated by Christians and non-Christians. A Pew Research poll of 2,000 Americans in the year 2013 found that 80% of non-Christians actually do celebrate Christmas, which proves that it's not just Christians who need to stop buying these presents. Also, think of the iconography of Christmas: Santa Claus, the ultimate gift giver. Santa's popularity is proof that Americans are obsessed with purchasing presents. So by not buying presents, the focus of Christmas can shift away from these material goods towards more meaningful things like our relationships with each other. So we usually just refer to the time leading up to Christmas as the Christmas season, but it does actually have a meaning. Advent starts on the 4th Sunday before Christmas, and it's where the movement Advent Conspiracy derives its name. An Advent Conspiracy gives us 4 ways that we can shift the focus of Christmas away from the presents. First, worship fully. Refocus on the actual reason for the season by removing this distraction of money. Secondly, spend less. We need to stop spending money on gifts that will be insignificant 6 months from now. Third, give more. How do you give more but spend less? Give more by giving of yourself and of your time to the people you love. And fourth, love all. By spending less on these gifts, you're freeing yourself from debt and being a slave to your money, and it allows you to give in ways that will actually make a difference. So presents are universally associated with Christmas. So what happens when we get rid of them? In January 2014, the National Retail Federation released that, and during the Christmas season, which is the months of November and December, Christmas spending rose 3.8% to over $601 billion. In 2 months, America is spending, let's say, the equivalent of your parents paying away tuition for 1 million years. Now, there are many causes that could benefit from this money that we are spending on Christmas. One in particular is the global water crisis. According to Advent Conspiracy's website, it would cost $25 to provide a family of 5 with access to safe water for 1 year. The Water Project says that 783 million people do not have access to clean water. And the World Health Organization quotes that access for all to improved water and sanitation would cost $22.6 billion per year. That is just a fraction of the amount of money we are spending on Christmas in just the course of 2 months. So why donate to the global water crisis? Clean water is a starting point for solving a lot of other issues, for example, education. Water-related diseases cause 2.2 million deaths per year. Children are missing school because of these water-related diseases or because they're having to help their family collect water that is often contaminated anyway. And you may have checked out as soon as I said the word Christmas, or you're thinking, but this is a tradition. I really enjoy exchanging presents with my family because it's a way for me to demonstrate my love for them. Advent Conspiracy isn't saying don't give gifts. It's saying don't buy them, which means you can make gifts or you can, like I said, give of yourself through your time. I also recognize that not everyone celebrates Christmas and not everyone is Christian. But if you think about it, that National Retail Federation quote about $601 billion being spent at Christmas, it doesn't discriminate between those who are celebrating Christmas and those who are not. A lot of new merchandise comes out at Christmas and a lot of sales, so we can all help curb the amount of spending that happens at Christmas. The ball is in your court now. I've explained how Christmas can be more meaningful by not purchasing presents, because it shifts the focus away from these ineffectual material goods and helps us focus on more meaningful things like relationships. It also creates an opportunity for us to donate money in a way that will be meaningful and make a big difference. Last year, our family made videos for each other. It didn't cost anything, we just used our phones, and we still have them to watch now. Watching those videos on Christmas morning, we laughed until we cried, we smiled at each other's creativity, and even my 18-year-old brother teared up at the heartfelt video that my dad made for him. Do you remember what you got for Christmas last year? 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Does it still bring me the same amount of joy today as it did when you first opened it? I urge you all to say yes to a different way of celebrating Christmas this year.
Questions?
I don't want to be the negative person, but I'm just curious, is like, if people say a lot of people stop buying gifts, would it hurt the economy in any sense, you think?
No, maybe you should ask the econ major, I have no idea, but, I mean, no, I don't think so, because it's just 2 months out of the year that we're spending a lot of money, so I don't think it would.
So when you, just like this kind of personal question about you, but so when your family decided to like do this, did you like tell, because I know I received like gifts from like my godparents and like my friends, like did you tell your friends like not to give you presents or like?
For us it was more, I guess, of a gradual process. We did like the whole 9 yards, because, presents covering the floor. It's kind of as we got older that we made this progression towards new presents. We did do like, okay, 3 big presents and that's it. I've never really exchanged gifts with friends for Christmas. I will admit that the grandparents still do things. My grandma still knits us sweaters and etc. Exactly. But no, we don't. Just kind of stopped.
Did you wear your shirt specifically?
How many people participate in the, what's it called, the
Advent conspiracy?
The Advent conspiracy? How many people participate?
It's not like a organization with membership.
But do you have
It's kind of
statistics on how many people